Here we go. So welcome to part 2 of a call that we started last week on creating your vision. I have to tell you, I am so excited to see all of y'all sharing your visions, your plan, your boards, all of those things. I love that you did that. And if you haven't, you need to get that done ASAP. Because again, it's one of those things that if you don't do it now, the year will go on and you'll be in June and you still haven't made it. And that is step 1 for creating your vision for what you want to accomplish in 2020. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quick. And then I will touch on to the part 2 process. All right, can y'all see? Yes? Okay, I can't see y'all, but we're just gonna go with it. So, like I said, I'm so happy to see your vision. I saw a lot of great things on there. I saw big things. I saw diamond goals. I saw income goals. I saw family goals. I saw so much stuff that I'm super excited about. But I also know with that, if you've been in this business for any time, you might have fallen short on goals. I will be a prime example that I have not hit goals. I did not hit goals that I had made for myself in 2019. And sometimes when you don't hit goals, or even when you set these like massive goals that scare you a little bit, there's something in you that's like, okay, well, I didn't do it before, or I failed in the past. Why would this year be any different? So I just want to address that head on. Let's talk about the elephant in the room and let's get to it, because I don't want our past failures or just the fear of like, oh, those are some big goals, I don't know if it's possible. I don't want that to hold us back. So first and foremost, our past is not an indication of our future. I want you to commit that to memory, write it down, whatever you have to do to feel that, to let you know the past is gone and what we did back then we're not going to take with us into 2020. I always say that was then, this is now. Like that's kind of like an ongoing mantra in my head when I'm like, when the fear creeps in and I'm like, I don't know, I didn't do it last year. That was then and this is now, and we move forward. Now I want to talk about the reason we don't achieve our vision and goals. Okay, we're going to talk about it head on. The first thing that we come to is usually fear.
You muted yourself.
Sorry, I muted myself. Most of us have fear. When we set these big goals, it would be abnormal if we didn't have fear, right? If you didn't set these big goals that kind of scare you a little bit, I want you to go back to your vision board and set some bigger goals, because they should be a little bit like a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of fear. The difference is between people that are held back by their fear and high achievers who go on to make that vision come to life and achieve those goals, is that they have a little bit more fear of not hitting the goal. I think that we can go in 2 camps. One, fear of like, oh, I'm afraid, like what are people gonna think? I'm afraid to try. Oh, I don't know, I'm scared. Versus like, oh crap, if I don't hit that goal, I'm gonna be really upset. Like, what would that mean if I didn't hit the goal? That's the difference. Channel your fear. It's okay to be afraid. I guarantee if you posted your vision board, even posting my vision board in Team VIP Family, I'll be super honest, was scary. Like it wasn't like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it, but here I go, right? But just channel that fear into, we want to put it more towards, what is the fear if you don't? If you come to December 31st, 2020, and you look at that vision board and you don't hit it, what would that feel like, right? So think about that. Secondly, is we don't actually believe it's possible for us, right? How many times have you set a big goal and part of you's like, that would be cool. That would be awesome if I did it, but I don't really know if it'll happen, right? And if you've thought that, again, normal feelings, but we always get what we expect, not necessarily what we want. And I saw a lot of things that we all want on our vision boards, but do you expect them to happen? Yes or no, right? How do we improve the belief? We'll talk about this. We're going to talk about, we also asked you, surveyed a lot of our coaches on here, like what do you need more from us? And a lot of it is accountability, help with the mindset, help with the belief. That's where we're going to come in for you this year. But belief comes down to, one is really visualizing that vision. I told you, I want you to create Raquel's 2020 plan or, Leanne's 2020 plan and have those I am statements as if it's already occurred in the present tense. That was purposeful because every single day you were going to read them out loud and you were going to look at your vision. that is a non-negotiable. It has to happen every day, because when you do it enough, it becomes ingrained in you, where it becomes not, ooh, I hope it happens, of like, oh, hell yeah, of course it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's done, because we've just put it in our body. We've said it so many times. We've looked it. We've felt the feelings of it already occurring. Again, if you didn't watch last week's call, go back to that. But that is where the belief comes from, those affirmations, that visualizing, and then also taking action, which we will talk about in the next slide and then what we're going through the rest of this call. The next thing, this is kind of weird and it doesn't really make sense, but let me talk to you about it. We don't always achieve our vision and goals because something in us really doesn't want it. And you're probably thinking, but Raquel, I do want those things. Everything that's on my vision board, I really do want. But again, we don't get it because we are either afraid of it. We're afraid to take the action to begin with because like, oh, what if it doesn't happen? We don't have the belief that it's actually possible, or we fear that something bad might happen if we do. What happens if you do make that $1,000 a month or $2,500 a month? Sometimes there's this fear of me, I don't know, this is just, I'm just going to get real with y'all. What if I do become $1 million earner in this business? Like, am I going to have like family members asking for a handout? I'm going to be honest, like that's a fear that sometimes holds me back. Like, oh gosh, like are people going to be expecting me to like do more and give more? And you know, when anybody in my family, I have a big family, needs help, like is it going to fall on me? Like sometimes that kind of intimidates me, right? What happens, this is another thing, and I'm just going to be honest too, a lot of times as women, like what happens if I become more successful than my husband? Would that change the dynamic of my relationship, right? So again, address those things. Is there anything in me that's afraid if I get my vision? Is there anything in me that's like, ooh, what would something bad happen if it happens? Think about it, address it, and then really like hit it head on and, you know, reevaluate what that looks like for you. And the very last part about why we don't always get our vision and our goals that we have is because a lot of times we're impatient. And I will be the first to tell you, I lack patience in every aspect of my life. It is something that I'm constantly working on. But a lot of times it's in the process of happening, but we don't see how it's all aligning for us. And because it's not happening fast enough, we allow ourselves to get defeated and we quit before a miracle occurs. Okay? That's, again, when we just know that when we put our vision in there, we visualize it, we feel the feelings, we take the aligned action, it's done. It's gonna happen. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. But don't quit before you get to your miracle, okay? So again, I just wanted to clear those things up because I know that a lot of us have some huge goals. I'm excited for us to make them all come true in 2020. But I also know that there's that fear, the limiting beliefs, what if it's not possible? And I just want you to address it head on and let you know you're not alone. I guarantee no matter what level you are in this business, we all have fears. We have to see those fears. Again, I talked about this last week. Take like a bird's eye view, be the gentle observer and say, but is that ultimately true? Like, why am I afraid of that? And that's actually, let's change. Let's choose a different thought. Let's choose a different belief and know we are taking the action. We are changing our beliefs. A belief is just a thought we keep thinking, and we are going to do what it takes to make that 2020 vision and goals come to life. Okay, just want to talk about that. If you have questions, we can chat about that on the end. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Jessica.
Okay, so now that we've talked about the mindset piece, which we talked a lot about last week as well, if that is not in check, none of this action stuff that we're going to give you next will actually help, because you cannot outwork a bad mindset. You cannot. So definitely spend time there. And if you need help guiding what personal development to help in what specific area, make sure your personal development is addressing what you personally need in your current season. Don't feel like you need to jump on the bandwagon of what everybody else is reading. Really do what aligns with where you struggle. If you struggle with money mindset, like we're talking about, what if I do make more money? These things come in. If that's where your area is, focus your time there. If your focus is on belief in yourself, focus your PD there. We can chat about that later. But you have to take aligned action. You cannot just wake up every morning and say your I am statements for your top 6, and then expect that they just fall into place. You have to do the work. And that's why we wanted you to have your vision before we jumped into the action piece, because if you don't have that vision staring at you in the face, and you should have it printed everywhere you possibly can, whether it's on your mirror when you get ready in the morning, it's up wherever you do your work session, wherever it is, because you have to be willing to have that choice be made every single day of what's more important, making time for my business or saying no to what's on my vision board. And unless it's in your face, that present every day, it's very easy to sweep this under the rug because this is a flexible business. But in those seasons of life where you get busy or stressed or tired or whatever, this tends to be the first thing that you cut out. And then at the end of the year, when you're looking at all of your visions that didn't come true, you want to be able to have that honest conversation and know if you really put in the work or not. But we are going to put in the work. We are going to see it through, and our visions are going to come to life. So the actions that we're going to take. Number 1, we say this all the time because it's the most important part of your business. You have to complete a program. You have to share that journey authentically and actually get results. And that can look different for everybody. Like if you look, some of us are still on our weight loss journey, and we're going to continue to lose weight throughout our journey. Some of us have been on a journey for a while, and we're already at a place of maintenance where we feel good. Our before and afters aren't going to change. However, maintaining the same level of fitness is very, very important, and that's freaking hard to do, and that's something to share authentically. Losing the same 5 and 10 pounds, that is not what I'm saying, because if you just lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, you're not teaching a lifestyle either. But people need to see that you're doing this and it works and that you're successful. 10 plus stories per day on your social media consistently. So looking and there's a lot of different research out there. There's a lot of information out there on Instagram stories, Facebook stories. Facebook stories is becoming very, very popular. So if you don't have those connected, make sure that you do. But making sure that you're consistent on your stories daily, 10 plus stories. You don't want to have so many stories that people get bored of you, but if you don't have enough, you're not engaging enough for someone to check in with you daily, which is the goal. You want someone to want to check in with you every day and see what you're doing. With that being said, you have to be providing value, and that looks different for everyone. Maybe you're somebody with a health and fitness background, and your area of providing value is fitness tips and motivation tips and accountability tips and exercise form tips, that kind of thing. You're adding value in that department. Maybe you're just totally unrelated. You're going through, like Laura, she's now starting her pregnancy journey. She shares a ton of value on her social media stories about fertility and getting pregnant and being pregnant and the vitamins that she's taking and all of these things. I saw her talk about it today. That's why it's fresh on my mind. But that's something that provides a huge amount of value for someone else out there going through the same stage of life that she's in. It has nothing to do with health and fitness, nothing to do with coaching, but that is somebody who's in that same season of life. I'm going to want to check in every day and see what's going on. I'm going to want to see how she's progressing. I'm going to want to see what's going on. Currently, me, I just moved into my new house. I'm trying to get everything organized and done. I have a ton of people asking me questions about my house stuff and what I'm doing and why I did this and where I got that and all of those things. That's adding value for somebody else who is maybe in the same season. They're building, they just moved, they're thinking of building. That's creating a connection, that's creating value that has nothing to do with our business or health and fitness, but it's creating value for people who are wanting to engage with you daily and create know, like, and trust, which is what you're doing. If you're jumping on your social media and I go to your stories and the only thing I see every single day is you make your energize, you do your workout, you maybe talk about a challenge group invite, and then you log off, and that's what I see every single day. There are literally hundreds of thousands of coaches doing that exact same thing. That is in no way, shape, or form making you stand out above the crowd, and it's no way, shape, or form connecting you with your people who are in the same season of life as you. So when you're thinking about what you're putting on your social media, make sure people know who you are and what you're doing, and make sure you're providing some sort of value to your social media follow that gives them a reason to follow you back. Just seeing you stir up your energize and do a workout, while it's great, that gets old after the third day you've seen the same thing every day. Like, for instance, Raquel does a great job lately of doing she always does her Mr. Rogers, put on her shoes thing before her workouts, but she's not just saying, hey, I'm going to do this workout. She's giving some sort of advice on something, some sort of tip, some sort of mindset piece, some sort of budget piece. She talked about that this week. She's giving some sort of value within that segment. So while it's the same routine, I'm seeing her get ready for a workout. She's not talking about that. She's talking about something else valuable that makes me want to check in every day and see what it is. So just making sure that you're adding a valuable piece that gives people a reason to stay with you other than, I know you drink the yellow drink. I see you do a workout clip. Sometimes you invite me to the group, and then that's all I see from you every day, all day. And then next, creating boundaries and being consistent with what works for you. The most important thing with this is just being consistent. Your social media hours don't have to match someone else's. Rochelle's can look totally different than mine, and that can look totally different from Leslie's. When we say show up on social media, be consistent, have 10 plus stories, add value, that doesn't mean that as soon as your eyelids open at 4 o'clock in the morning, you have to wake up with your phone and then be on your phone until midnight. If that doesn't work for your lifestyle, don't do it. If I know that I'm only going to see from Crystal, she does not open her social media until 8 a.m. and by 5 o'clock she is gone for the day. If she's consistent with that and she's providing value within those windows, awesome. There's nothing saying you can't do that. There is nothing saying you need to be tied to your phone and take it with you to the bathroom to go pee. I only say that because I know that's how Raquel works. She works on the toilet. Just kidding. Anyway, but seriously, sometimes we use that as an excuse as to why we're not successful, because we say, oh, I've been too attached to my phone, or I've not been focusing on my family. That's BS. That's your fault that you can't organize your time and put your phone down. Like, nobody's making you take your phone with you everywhere and be on it 24/7. You can have a multiple 6-figure business and have boundaries with your cell phone. So don't let that get in the way of your business this year. Be honest. When do you want to work? If you only want to be on your phone from 9 to 3, cool. Be a powerhouse in that window and show up every damn day. And you're good to go. Creating boundaries with your family as well, because I know when I first started, that was super hard for me because I was all over the place trying to figure out a full-time job, and I did feel like I needed to be attached to my phone all the time. When you don't, just creating those boundaries and being flexible. If it doesn't work for you to have set business hours because your days change, your weeks change, your schedule changes, prep it like a meal plan. Sunday nights after you get off the team call or before you get on the team call, look at your week ahead, sit down with your spouse, look at the activities you have going on, plug in your workouts, just as important as any other appointment or any other meeting, and then set it for that week if that's what works best. If it doesn't work for you to say, every day this is my work time because your schedule is too chaotic, don't set yourself up to fail. Do what works for you, plan it out, be efficient, and you'll see on what we're going to show you next, you don't need a ton of time to be very successful over the long haul. Give yourself the goal of helping 5 to 10 new people every month. I think where we fall short a lot of times is we're shooting for that Success Club goal, that Success Club 6, which is 3. But if you are entering your month with a goal of helping 3 people, it's very easy to end up with 0. But if you're shooting for the goal of helping at least 5 to 10 people, what that means, they get started with Beachbody On Demand, they get started with Energize, they get started with anything and everything. You just want to help 5 to 10 people get started with something. That means you're going to be talking to a lot more people. And of that 5 to 10, at least 3 of those are going to see that the best value and the best option is a challenge pack, because it is. It saves them the most money. It gives them the best deal. We know that. But if you're only shooting to get 3 people and you want those 3 people to get the challenge pack, it's very easy to miss your mark of Success Club when that should be a very easy target every single month. And then on top of that, bring in your people who aren't quite ready for that investment. They're a little nervous for whatever reason. Get them started with collagen. Everybody wants to feel good and look pretty. $30, here we go. Like, get them on something, get them in the door. Make sure 3 of those people that you're talking to, they're going to see the value in the challenge pack. And then 1 to 2 people coming out of that 10, they're coming on board because they want to be a working coach alongside you on your team, or they're coming on board as an affiliate coach, meaning they just want to be They want the discount on the products, and they want to enjoy their health and fitness journey along the way. If somebody asks them about it, they may or may not shoot them a link, but they're not an active coach. Okay, trackers. We have the business activity tracker, which I thought I had mine on my desk, but oh, here it is. I've seen this flying around a lot too. Oh yeah, so there's Raquel. So you can actually print this off from Beachbody On Demand if you haven't already. You can take it anywhere and have it bound. Don't print it in color. That was a mistake, silliness. However, you can have this bound for the entire year. So get yourself 52 sheets. You can print them off. You don't have to have it bound, but it's like $5 when if you just take the paper and have them go bind it for you at like Office Depot or Office Max or whatever. Have yourself a tracker, however works for you. If you prefer it to be an Excel document online, doesn't matter. If you prefer to write it in a scratch off notebook, doesn't matter. What matters is that you actually do it. And that's the piece when sending out or seeing coach division forms come back. Almost every single person said they struggle with accountability, struggle with staying with the tracker. You do really well and then you fall off. You do really well and you fall off. And that is the quickest way to A, burn out your mindset, B, crush your belief, because if you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else going to believe in yourself. And C, it makes this business so freaking hard. It's so hard when you're not consistent because you're riding a crazy wave and it's just no fun. So we are going to show you next what we are calling our weekly actions and outcomes tracker. You will fill this out once a week. And this will be, everybody will have a link to it. You'll see the link come out from us. So you'll see it come out in your business thread on Thursdays. You'll have until Friday at 5 to fill it out. And that'll give you access to our weekly GSD, Get Shit Done, business calls. It's Sundays at 9, right after the Team VIP call. This is currently, or was formerly until today, our diamond call. But we decided to change it because we wanted it to be people who are actively working and who are actively serious in this business. So many of you said your goal was diamond, 2-star, $500+ a week. So we really want to make that happen, and we don't want you to have to hit that certain rank or that certain goal to get that next level training. So if you're willing to show up, do the work, fill out the tracker on the things that we find most important, you're going to jump onto that call, and that's where we're going to work really, really hard to provide you the best value, the most efficient, and really have an open forum of how to get you to your visions and where you want to go. So we're going to open that up so you can see it, and then we'll have questions at the end.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so here is an example of the tracker. It's going to basically follow the business activity tracker that Jessica just showed you, but it's going to be every Thursday. You let us know what your overall week looked like. So you're going to put in your name. You're going to say what you did for your personal development. What did you read? What did you listen to over the course of the week? How much did you get done? Did you do your affirmations, that 2020 vision that you said out loud? I am this, I've achieved this, I paid off debt, all those things from your vision board. Did you look at your vision board every single day, feel the feelings as if it's already happened? How many days of the week did you do that? Number of workouts you completed, drink Shakeology, obviously, those are just a given, but if you're not consistent in your fitness, a lot of y'all in your surveys told us we're struggling with even just being consistent with our fitness. Cool, we're gonna hold you accountable. Business actions, what is your weekly focus that are you focusing in right now? Is it a hardcore invite to a Barb Lynn Challenge Group week? Like you are pushing that hard in your stories and your posts? Or are you talking more about running a coach sneak peek, talking about coaching, inviting coaches to your team, that you have a new training mentorship coming up? What's your weekly focus? Because you have to be very focused on what am I talking about so that I can make sure that I'm being intentional in how I'm sharing. Total number of client invites that you set for the week, total number of coach invites. Did you do the consistent 10+ stories a day? How many days of the week were you consistent with that? The number of follow-ups that you did. These are just like quick examples that I just put in real quick. Expanding network. on your business activity tracker, it says 20 minutes a day of expanding your network, okay? So over the course of the week, that's like 2 hours a week that you are expanding your network. That means going in and adding followers, both on Facebook, both on Instagram, people that are in your niche market that you would love to work with, that you would love to have on your team, you're going in and adding followers. You're initiating connections. So we are in a relationship business. It is my job to build relationships and then eventually get into the invite, have them look and see what I'm doing, sharing what I'm doing, building that relationship, initiating connections, commenting on stories, building that relationship over time, as that's what we do as coaches. And then new business, we want to track, what are you doing? Number of clients. We just talked about, Jessica said, your goal should be to help 5 to 10 people every single month. But a lot of times that's getting somebody set up with a quarterly bod, getting somebody set up with Recover and Energize, or getting somebody set up with, just a 3-day refresh. It doesn't necessarily have to be a challenge pack. Obviously, we know the challenge pack is the best solution if they really are serious about getting results. It's the best bang for your buck. But a lot of times, you just got to meet them where they are. Okay, maybe it's too expensive for you this month. Let's start you off with a quarterly bod. So how many clients did you get set up with something? Get them started with something this week. And the number of clients that you got in a challenge pack, right? Because again, we know that that's the ultimate solution. It's the best way that we're going to help people get the best results. Number of new business coaches that are like, yeah, I'd love to do what you're doing and earn additional income from home. Awesome. And the number of new affiliate coaches. So sometimes we have coaches that, again, know they're going to be with us for a while, want to get a discount on their products. Maybe they'll share it with like their sister or their coworker, but really ultimately they're just an affiliate. Okay. And then lastly, what we want you to do is every Thursday, if you're not looking at your statement of earnings every single week, we want to get you in the habit of that. We want you to go in and see, and these are all the different ways that we earn. We can talk about this more in detail, but it's literally listed out in your Coach Online office every Thursday of what your retail commission is. What did I specifically, somebody purchased through me and my website? The subscription commissions, how many Beachbody On Demands renewed? How many new members did I get set up with Beachbody On Demand? Your team cycle bonus. Again, if you're Emerald or above, you're able to earn passive income, which if you're on this call looking to build a business, wanting to earn $500 a month, you could do it all retail. Straight up, if you want to earn $500 a month, here's how you do it. We earn $50 on a challenge pack. Go help 10 new people this month with a challenge pack. Boom, done. Or you can do a combination of helping some people get set up with a challenge pack, building a team. We know that we're faster and stronger together, and you can build that team cycle bonus, and that can help you get to your 500 to 1,000 a month much quicker. Matching bonus. So as you, again, are growing a team and you're helping them be successful, Diamond Coaches, if a coach earns, $500 this week, Beachbody says, hey, congrats, you're helping her reach your goal. So I'm going to celebrate you, and I'm going to give you a matching bonus of 10%. Which is also amazing and an easier, faster, quicker way for you to also build your income. What I love most about this business is that I can't be successful as a coach, as a business mentor, unless I'm helping other people be successful in their journey, in their business. Fast start bonus. Again, we don't make commission off of any of our coaches, but when you do sign somebody up as both either a coach or an affiliate coach, we earn a $50 fast start bonus. Did you know that if you sign up 5 coaches in a matter of 6 weeks, or is it 5 coaches in 5 weeks? I never get that right. Is it 5 coaches in 5 weeks or 5 coaches in 6 weeks? 5 coaches in 5 weeks. I should be able to remember that. You also earn an additional $100. So again, if your goal was to make $500 this week, you could go sign up 5 working and or affiliate coaches, right? So you're going to earn $50 times 5 is $250, plus a fast start bonus of an extra $100. That's $350 right there. Pretty cool. And then again, if you're an elite coach ending in the top 200, you also earn a monthly additional $500 bonus every single month as an elite coach. If you are a 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15-star, and above, they also do quarterly profit sharing, and there's quarterly bonuses for that. They range anywhere from $800 to $1,000 for a 2-star, all the way up to tens of thousands of dollars at 15-star. Roughly at 5-star, they're about $3,000 every quarter. So just wanting to show you all the ways in which you have the potential to earn. But again, what we focus on expands. And if you don't know what you're making every week and where that money is coming from, we can't expect it to grow. So we want you to be really focused on where your money's coming from. We want to celebrate you. We want to shout you out when you have your first $100 week, when you have your first $250 week, when you have your first $500. We want to celebrate that because that's exciting. And as business owners, it doesn't matter if you had a $25 week or a $250 week or a $2,500 week, we're going to celebrate the heck out of it. So again, we will share this link with you, but your goal is every Thursday is a start to a new week. As a business owner, you should go in your back office. You should look at, what did I accomplish this week? Let's look at this tracker. Where did I rock it? Where did I fall short? So I know to focus on really hard next week. And then let's look at my earnings. How am I growing? And then if you're to celebrate that, obviously we're going to be excited. We're going to hold you accountable, but then that also gives you access to join our Get Shit Done call on Sundays after the Big Team VIP call, which that's where we're going to really plug in even more deeper training on how to grow a business, because then you're showing to us, hey, I'm willing to do the tracker. I'm showing you that I'm putting in the work, and hey, I'm all about working with the working. So if you're showing me that you're working and you're wanting to do this, awesome. I want to help you expand and grow further along. Okay, so any questions on any of that? I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see the chat. And then let's go ahead and open it up to questions.
So you're all officially on our first Get Shit Done call, as it's 9:03. Okay, we welcomed you all in, but we're gonna leave it open so that you do have questions, because we really racked our brains all week long, taking account everything that everybody has been asking, requesting, telling us, looking at everyone's visions. Most of the goals are very closely aligned on this team. And so we wanted to really come up with something that would be beneficial and not fluffy and not like hocus pocus. We wanted them to fruition. So give us your questions. You have the flow.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so where is the link for that going to be? I think you said somewhere where it's like your favorite thread, but I wasn't sure.
We'll post it in our PS page on Thursday mornings.
Okay.
Or we can also post it, we can post an original link in Team VIP family. It'll be the same link every week.
Right.
But we'll remind you every Thursday.
Okay, and then when does it close? When do we have to fill it out?
Friday by 5.
Friday by 5, yeah.
Okay, so whoever has updated by Friday at 5, you get the link to join our GSD call on Sunday.
And you'll get that in your, we'll get that to you separately. Any other questions? That's all? Nobody's excited?
Well, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like it. Here we go. Accountability. I love it. I'm taking deep breaths. It's going to be good.
I also wanted to add something. I really loved how you guys mentioned about selling products, because I think that, we celebrate Success Club a lot. The Success Club trip that's coming up in 2021, it's going to be freaking amazing. And I love Success Club trips. I love hitting Success Club. That's my shit. But we have so many amazing products. So like they said about serving someone where they're at, because if you bring someone in and they just start off with the free trial, then they try Energize, then they get a 3-day detox, that's a lifer. You're developing a lifer, versus I would rather that than someone who buys a challenge pack and doesn't ever get Shakeology or Energize ever again. So while you may not see your name on the Success Club board right away, that's okay, because as a new coach especially, or if you're getting back in the game, you've got to kind of get your feet wet and get rolling, and you're going to have to just get people in and meet them where they're at, okay? So don't let seeing my name with a high Success Club number or another coach and be like, well, I suck and I'm not doing good. No, truly, it's about volume, and truly, 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 it's about helping people. So do some research on the products, go into BB Links, and you can see the commission that you can make on stuff. Also, last thing is the term upselling. So don't feel like, if they just wanted the basic bar blend, throw in an Energize, throw in a Detox, and just tell them, hey, I threw in Energize because I love it. You see me making it every day. You don't have to buy it, but they discount extra products. Oh yeah, Core Mat is good. The more you add in their cart, it gets discounted versus then them later on in a week or 2 weeks going in and buying a 3-day refresh or going in and buying Energize. So say, you know, I'm doing this, you're truly doing it to help them. They'll pay less in shipping, pay less on the products. And don't be afraid to, like I had a lot of people ask me for Bar Blend, you know, what do you recommend? And I go Mega all the way. Done. I sold 2 of them this week without, people weren't even like against it. They were like, okay, sounds good. Like, because people are buying snack bars at the grocery store. People want energy. They're buying coffee, right? People are buying a bunch of food, so they get all the things with that. So just don't be afraid to love on our products and shout it to people and, you know, just promote it because we have amazing quality, amazing stuff. So, thanks.
So true. Our product catalog is so much deeper than when we started. Like, I feel like all I had to give people when they first started was like DVDs. You could get one program in Shakeology, and now there's like so much amazing products. So yes, we want to make sure that we are, you know, shouting that out and making you feel like that's successful. If I meet somebody where they are and I get them set up with Energize, I think everyone honestly needs Energize in their life. 100%. I see so many moms dropping their kids off and they're like popping open like a monster, or they have like their big, like super extra venti, I don't even know what, coffee from Starbucks, which is great. You know, I'm a coffee drinker too, but I'm like, but you really should be doing Energize too. But any other questions on anything that we talked about today?
I saw Sarah put it in the chat about doing action hour Zooms, and I know for sure, I'm sure a lot of people on Team VIP, myself included, I love seeing this last week, like people just popping on saying, hey, I'm going to do my workout in an hour, who wants to hop on a Zoom? I would say do the same thing. Like if you know when you're going to do your action, there's a lot of heads shaking. I'm scared. Oh, just sounds crazy. Okay, there's just a lot of laughter. Like I've got a booger on my face.
Yes, keep sharing when you're going to jump on. If you're going to do a working hour, post it in VIP. If you're going to get on and do your workout, love seeing that. We're all in this together. I think that's what she was saying. And then I think Rachel wanted to say something too.
Yeah, I have Success Club recognition.
Oh, yes.
To do. Let me share my screen. All right. Leading this week is, so this is for the month of January so far, Leah Lively and Jennifer Flores, Success Club 4, and myself, Jennifer Eldridge, Allison Mormon, Laura Simon, and Leanne White at Success Club 2. And there might be some people that are missing on that, but if you're a diamond coach,
my people are not on there, so if you're not recognized, it's not your fault. You still rock.
It's fine.
So Raquel and I were actually going over this call, so we did not update, but you still rock.
All right, so if you're a diamond coach, if you'll just save the link in your bookmarks and then update it for your downline on Sundays.
All right, anything else? I know we ran later, but it turned into our GSD call, and I hope to see you all on that next week as well. But let's go rock this week. Don't forget, read those I am statements, look at that vision, feel the feelings that it's done, and then let's take the action. Cool. Oh, and Annie had her baby. Yay! We need to post a picture in Team VIP family. Okay. All right. Y'all have a great night. Bye, guys.